by buying cred in the game, will they be able to limitedly log into the game for like a 3-hour window to buy the cred and then apply it to their account?
I want to say yes right off the bat, but then I hate saying those things and have, you know, because that's more of a, that was kind of a more of a marketing and sales function. Like, we implemented the cred part, but I'd have to double check.
Yeah. It's a good question, actually. It's a really good question. So I just did some settler stuff, guys. This is actually a settler encampment, which is right in the middle of Evil Guy territory, and this force field they can't cross, but you can come here, you can sell stuff, repair, and all of this was made by settlers, and it's only here for a limited amount of time unless another settler comes along and keeps it going. Like, this is here for 59 minutes, that's here for 30, that's here for 53. This is what settlers do, and it's awesome, and every other path sucks. I'm kidding, not really.
And just remember, the trick is, if you turn around and get in here and you attack something and try to drag it in, you'll get kind of like a deserter buff, and then they'll be able to kill you in here.
Yeah, exactly. So you can't just cheat the system. Do you craft items useful from level 1? Yes, I would say you do. The weapon I'm wielding, I think, is actually a crafted gun, but you don't craft it from level 1. I think it's level 10? Level 10? Is that when you start?
Yeah, level 10.
Yeah. You can start collecting farming stuff off of plants at like level 6. And then you don't get your crafting and your harvesting until level 10. Are you guys over there killing stuff? Where are you guys at?
Yeah, I want to check out the sludgy falls here.
Oh, that place. Yeah, let's go there. Where'd you go?
Double kill.
Down south. Okay. Yeah, that's a little... This is also where you first meet the Caretaker. The Caretaker is one of the coolest NPCs ever.
Oh, you mean the Caretaker in Levian Bay?
Well, you really actually introduce him here, don't you? Like, you actually deal with...
Each zone has a way to introduce them that way, depending if you don't ever come here, if you go through Elevar and Levian.
Okay.
But it's two different stories.
Yeah, this one in
Happy Man.
Artemis Zim is like your superstar Cassian explorer. She's here. Yes, Mr. Raider is a pure melee class sword and board. It's the warrior, but it's just a two-handed sword. The one thing some of you guys might not like about WildStar, this is one of the, I guess you could put it in a negative light, is the fact that every class has its specific weapon. I can only use the big blasty guns. The Bell Slinger can only use dual pistols, and what is it, a Psy Blade for you there, Gene?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So everybody has its own specific weapon.
Double kill. Triple kill.
Just got that augmenter.
Challenge failed.
Sorry you're trying to do that challenge and I'm talking. Am I correct in this game will appeal to everybody? Sorry, dude. I'm reading chat too. I'm probably.
I'll just res you when you're done.
I think we killed him. Yes, this game does try to have something for every single type of MMO player. The only one it's not going to necessarily hit would be those folks who like sandboxes like Darkfall and stuff like that. Although there is open PvP on the PvP server, so maybe it'll get their jollies up there. But there's not like you're not going to build towns and things like that and try to defend them. So it's more of a it's like a theme park with everything that any theme park has ever had. Alright, where are you at? How do we res you guys? There we go.
Thank you.
I'm resuscitating you, but I'm not doing it in the romantic way, I promise. There we go. There are 40-man raids in the game already. There is one 40-man and one 20-man right at launch. Did you just go in there?
Yes, I did.
Okay, cool. And
I don't have any quests. I'm just checking it out.
this is the Exo Lab. This is where Artemis Sin hangs out and where all this ooze is. And we'll go introduce you to the caretaker. This guy runs all the adventures. Adventures are WildStar's. They're like dungeons, but they're not dungeons. They're like choose your own adventure paths. Like if you remember those books you had as a little kid where you would choose different things for your characters to do, that's exactly what these are. There's one that plays like a MOBA, there's one that's like a tower defense, and all of them have varying branches, and you vote at certain points throughout the game. You and your team will vote, and whichever one wins will be the branch that you go down. It's very cool. They're very quick, like 30-minute little things, and you get tokens from them, you get gear from them, you get achievements, all that good stuff. And if I'm not wrong, there's like 4 of those. There's 4 adventures. Mike's silent.
Sorry, actually, someone just came in the office. I think there's 5.
5 adventures, okay. And there's, of course, plans for more. Just like
Oh
dungeons.
yeah, we're working on one right now.
Yeah. Outside of current... We'll keep answering some questions before we get to the giveaway. Are there plans for further promotion of the game? That's a question for you there, Mike. Are there going to be booths at rock concerts, commercials, stuff like that?
You mean somebody was asking about advertising?
Yeah, like, they feel like the game's under-promoted.
Who thinks the game's under-promoted?
Oh my god, at PAX East, like every freaking taxi cab and trash can had a WildStar sign on it.
Yeah,
I wanted to
that's
steal them.
That's only PAX East. I think he means that you're
No.
going to see it on TV and stuff like that, because he obviously thinks that the game would sell well if it was in front of people.
He's not wrong. We're not out there as far, we don't have, Jeremy said it first, we don't have the giant $50 million budget that other MMOs, kind of dump towards their thing. So I'm hoping that we will definitely have some more advertising now that the game's going to launch. But, my hope is that, word of mouth, people tell people it's a fun game. I mean, hell, that's how I got sucked into WoW.
Yeah, that's exactly right. Word of mouth is always a good, powerful thing. Okay, guys, now this is some word on the keys. We're going to get to giving them away, too. The keys are only for North America, so I apologize in advance. I did not know that until right now. Just checked my email. There it is. From PR for HK Strategies. That works for Carbine. They're only North American. But that doesn't mean, I think if are you in the UK, you can play on the North American servers, right?
I'm not sure about that.
Oh. I'm not sure about that either.
You have to have you would have to have 2 separate accounts that would be flagged for different regions.
Oh, there you go. So you'd have to flag yourself with a different account if you're planning on playing in the UK too. Because I know Gareth, our writer, our actual WildStar columnist, he has 2 accounts set up. One for North America, one for EU.
Yeah, he's gonna hook me up with a steel box so I can get an EU account too.
Oh, cool. So yeah, if you can get a VPN or any type of UK specific email address, that kind of thing, you can work it out. But so these are North American keys only, and now we're gonna do the giveaway stuff. Oh, and you know what they got rid of my giveaway thing recently, didn't they? So we're gonna have to randomly pick something else. Let me find a different add-on, guys. So let's do that. Is it Nightbot? And I think while I'm looking for a new bot to use for Twitch giveaways, you guys want to go ahead and ask Mike any questions that you personally have. That's you, Gene, and you, Franklin.
I don't know. I mean, the one question I would always want to know about, Mike can't answer, so I'm not gonna bug him with it.
What's that? What's the one?
Soundtrack! I want
you
some certain tunes.
You want to buy the soundtrack?
I'm gonna buy the entire 9 hours of the soundtrack, gosh darn it.
We are discussing it as we speak.
Thank you! There's a reason Kurt Knacker has a piece of art in his office of Tom Servo eating a donut and conducting while wearing his hat. Made that and send it to the office for him.
Yeah, everybody here is a big fan of Kurt Nasty.
Kurt Nasty.
Here's a really funny thing is previous community manager Troy Hewitt used to work on Pirates of the Burning Sea, which apparently Jeff did a lot of work on. Ironically, it's also the first game my sister worked on in the game industry.
No kidding. I didn't know Donna worked there.
See, that's how I met Troy at PAX East last year. Is I was, it's like, okay, game looks pretty cool, okay, whatever. And Scooter was working, so I wasn't gonna bug him. And then, Troy sidles up, so he starts talking about the game, what do you like, I just, Troy. And then Scooter jumps up out of his chair like he's rocket propelled, right? And bounds over to us like an overeager puppy, grabs Troy and says, oh my god, you won't believe who this is. And, of course, being the game industry, it's always about my sister. So I knew, and then Troy explained that he used to be on Pirates, and that's where he hired my sister.
Huh. That's pretty cool, though. One thing that I've learned since working in media for MMOs for quite a while now, like almost 10 years, is that it's a very, and I don't mean this in a dirty way, incestuous industry. If you meet one person, chances are you're going to see them on another project sooner or later, all over the place.
Well, I mean, you think about it, and I don't want to wax poetic on the whole thing, but I mean, MMOs. What are we talking about? 15 years solid MMO launches now. So the pool of people who've made MMOs for a long time is just not that big.
Yeah. And then the people that have the experience are the ones you want to hire for a new project. You'll have to bear with me, guys. I totally forgot that they killed the Chrome add-in that used to let you randomize people for giveaways, so I'm trying to track down another one so I can randomly give you one. There we go. Nightbot.
Okay, I gotta do a shout out here real quick to Mike, aka Airwolf. How the heck do you know my sister? That's the fun joke. Ironically, Donna is actually my half-sister, and I've known Packet Dancer longer than I've known my own sister.
How? Alright, is anybody, this is so amateur hour, is anybody familiar with Nightbot?
Vaguely.
It says Nightbot is not in your channel.
Well, you have to get Nightbot to show up, dude.
Yeah, but how do I do that?
So when you
I know when to guarantee it is to donate to him.
Go ahead, Franklin.
So you have to have Nightbot open up in a different tab.
Okay.
You have to be logged in. You have to add it to your channel. Right at the front, there'll be a button in the middle of the screen that says Add to Channel, and it's going to ask you for the password for logging in as MMORPG, and they'll say, yep, okay, add, and then Nightbot will be on it.
Okay.
And then once you're logged in, you'll have to say join. It's
Gotcha.
a two-part process.
That's the join is what I was missing. Nightbot is not currently a mod. If you just modded Nightbot, okay, he doesn't need to be a mod. All right, let's
There
see.
he is.
Thanks, Franklin.
And then your giveaway functionality should just be, you'll do it on the Nightbot page, not on the Twitch page.
Cool. So, guys, if you want to win, if you're watching and you want to win one of the 5 free copies we actually have for you, you need to follow the channel right now. I'm only going to give these to people who are actually following, because that's what Nightbot's going to do, is pick out people who are following. You have to be actively in the channel right now and following, and we're going to pick you that way. So I'll give you another, I don't know, minute or two to pick or to follow the channel, and then we'll start picking.
All right, well, this will give me an opportunity to ask Mike a question that's not his purview, but I'll let him take it back for me.
You might need to mod Nightbot because Moobot just yelled at him.
Oh, that's funny.
It's hilarious.
Go ahead, Franklin.
Yeah, so I obviously I've been with you guys for a very long time, and crafting is my focus, and I know there's some changes and some